My guest, welcome to Lucia Craft. So when and why did Peikko decided to come into the Chinese market? And after this year's process, what does the Chinese market signify for Peikko?
Basically, back in 2004, when our current CEO has started, Peikko went through pretty strong internationalization process. So we were expanding not only in Europe but also into USA and other areas of the world. And China was pretty much the first Asian country that we entered back in 2011. Since 2016, we really put a lot of attention into Chinese construction market, tried to help make it a little bit more efficient and more sustainable.
Give a short explain about more.
And actually, we design and manufacture the connection for the precast elements. You can imagine that like a big construction kit, which you assemble together as a big Lego. In general, there are two major techniques or construction techniques how we build any type of buildings, whether it's a residential building or non-residential or industrial or infrastructure. One method is construction in situ or cast in place, where you bring all the material to the construction site, including the steel. You put steel together, you need a lot of people, then you put a lot of scaffolding and a lot of formworks together. And then you bring a concrete. You bring a concrete with the concrete mixers and pour the concrete on the site. Second construction method it's prefabrication, where you create or you build the elements in a controlled environment of the factories, and you just bring them to the construction site and assemble those elements together. In China, most of the construction is still ongoing in situ, where the construction itself is done on a construction field. While in Finland or in Nordic countries, where Peikko is coming from, majority of the construction is done in prefabricated way. In China, we mostly focus to industrial sector, where our industrial customers, they value the benefit of precast solution the most. Currently, we work on about 150 projects, while last year we were working on some 90 projects, and year before about 55. So there is a continuous demand for more efficient construction solutions in China.
How do you bridge the Nordic and the Chinese cultures to achieve the localization?
Finland is a country with a pretty low density of population, which is not the case for China. On the other hand, China is currently facing and will face some demographic challenges, and current construction methods are very labor intensive. So you need a lot of people on construction site. So basically, to utilize some of the routines that we have in Europe or in Nordic countries, utilize in China will help Chinese construction industry and companies to save labor, but not to challenge the efficiency and effectivity or speed of the construction. So actually, the technologies and the precast in Nordic countries is probably most advanced worldwide. Those factors actually help us to bring to China the know-how that will help to our clients.
Mm-hmm. So any challenges during the localization process?
Well, of course, construction industry is one of most conservative industry in the world. It's not only in China, it's actually worldwide. It's one of the slowest industry in the world. If you look how we were building 100 or 200 years ago, there's not that major change how we are building today. So to say that, first and major challenge is to change the mindset of people in the industry. Mm-hmm. But that's not what is, let's say, unique in China. That's actually all over the world. Another major challenge, and this is also one of the reasons why industry is such conservative, is local regulations, standards, and norms, which are, of course, different than the standards and norms in Europe. In China is also different situation, for example, in terms of seismic. We don't have a seismic challenges in Europe. So China is mostly seismic, so we need to actually make the buildings durable and able to survive that. So regulation and basically dealing with the standards and norms is one of the major challenges that we are facing. But for that, we are of course ready, and we are part of the committees and standardization process in China that actually help to bring the new technologies through the standards to the market.
After the project's implementations, what are the feedback of the local government, your partners, and also the end users?
Feedback from the customers is actually very positive, and we are very pleased because of this, because usually the customers are coming back to us repeatedly. So basically, when they are happy with the execution of some of the projects which we have done already, so they are coming back to us to execute their new projects again, which we are very happy to do that.
And we know Peikko has a local factory in China, so already realized they fully localize the production in China, or some are still imported?
Actually, we have established our factory in 2011, and basically we produced, I can say, 99% of the items in China. We don't import almost anything. China is a huge country with a lot of resources, and actually we are very happy to utilize those. But moreover, on top of the factory, which is even more important for our customers, is local customer engineering service. Those are local designers who are helping our customers to design our solutions to local Chinese structures according to the Chinese code.
So right now you are in China for China, or your productions also serve globally?
We are in China for China. We produce in our Chinese factory in Zhangjiagang about 60% of volume which stays in China. The rest 40% are going for an export. Majority goes to Asia Pacific region, where Michal is leading the other operations in a region.
Yeah, actually, with the team that we have in China and with the infrastructure that we build in China, we decided a couple of years back that to make our Peikko China as a headquarters for Asia Pacific markets. Our Chinese engineers are located in Australia or in Malaysia. So from that perspective, China is really core for us and for further activities in Asia Pacific market.
In what specific way does Peikko want to participate in to support the Chinese dual government goal? And do you have any R&D in China?
Actually, those targets are very admirable and very important. And actually, Peikko as a Nordic country where sustainable, it's let's put it in their blood already. We have a lot of experience actually, which could be shared to China. We are part of, or Peikko is part of, all the Nordic Sustainable Forum or Nordic Climate Forums, which has been so far held in China in past years. For example, we were part of Shanghai Climate Week last year and this year. During this year, we have organized several seminars in Shanghai, in Beijing, about how Nordic countries tackle the sustainability in construction. So plus we cooperate with universities and with the different key opinion leaders in the sustainability area. We want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. China government recently introduced the policy of Haofanze, like good living, and policy for reconstruction of old houses. Actually, we have solutions for both applications. The keyword here is design. We offer a faster, safer, and a more sustainable way to design and build it. What comes to reconstruction, we have couple of very nice cases where the perimeter of the building or the key structural elements has been left in a building, while there has been created new structures using our prefabricated solutions. One of the projects actually which we have recently done during this year is in Shanghai.
For your business in China, how do you rate the development of Peikko? And for the future, what are your expectations?
China is place where we must be. China is the future, and whole world see that. Actually, technologically and also know-how base, we can't skip the Chinese market. Mm-hmm. So from that perspective, we see huge potential in Chinese market as well as also in other Asian markets. So we plan and we plan long term from that perspective to be present and grow our activity in China as well as in Asia. Mm-hmm.